Yo, what is up, YouTube? It is your boy Borimaya back again, once again, and today we're bringing another episode of Smash with the Homies. We got our boy OP Sauce back with us, and today OP's gonna be teaching us what an Iron Man is, cause I haven't done these. Like, what is an Iron Man, OP? How you doing, my friend?
All right, I'm good, man. What's good, everybody? Good to be back again. So basically, an Iron Man is in the traditional sense. Normally, we would be doing each character on the Smash roster, but ain't nobody got no time for that. We all know that. So what it is we have a pre-selected amount of characters that we are well versed in, and we do it kind of like how a crew battle does it. You have so many stocks to be able to go by, and then when your fighter runs out of the stocks, you choose the next one. If not all your stocks are taken, you use the remaining stocks of your last character and just use those.
Okay, so if I understood that right, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be choosing a certain number of characters, and then if
Yeah.
I take two stocks out of one of your characters and I lose, you have two SD 2 times, right?
Correct. That is very right.
Okay, just make sure I understood that. And guys,
Nope, you are good.
we are gonna remake the arena. No worries. We just had to get this little instructions out of the way because I know this is confusing. Not everybody knows what an Iron Man and crew battle rules are. So it was kind of important that we get these out of the way. Alright guys, and we are back. Now that the instructions are mostly out of the way, we are going to start this thing. And we are... Yeah, we are going to be starting. We're going to be doing an 8-character Iron Man. Because ain't nobody got time to do all the characters. Ain't nobody got time to do 12 or 15. So we're going to compromise and do a happy little 8. Are you ready, OP?
I'm already with you.
Alright, let's get it started. Ooh, Kirby versus Pikachu.
This is cute. This is cute.
Right? Humble beginnings before we sweat.
So a question for you, Boris. How old were you when you first played?
Yeah, interesting question. So, I started Smash back in Melee or Melee, and I was around like 8 or 9, and then I remember in elementary school I didn't really pay much attention to it, but back when I was like in middle school, like I want to say 11 or 12, we used to take the GameCube to our old professor's class, our history teacher, and during lunch we would play some friendlies there, and it was mad fun. Like I loved playing Marth, Roy, Mewtwo, Falcon. It was so fun, and poured a lot of hours into the event mode and adventure mode. It was cool. What about you?
So I go back to 64 days. I'm a little bit of an old man, but funny enough, the first character that I ever played, I think I was probably 8 when Smash 64 came out. And the first character I actually touched was Kirby.
Oh, cool. See, the first character I ever picked up was actually Falcon. And then from Falcon, I actually liked Marth as soon as I unlocked him. And then I saw Fire Marth, and immediately was like, I want to play him. Immediately. After that, kind of never looked back. I remember Brawl was kind of hot when I was in the middle school because I was one of those class years where like the year was the like grade, if that makes any sense. Like 2007 I was in 7th grade, 2008 when Brawl came out I was in 8th grade. So when Brawl came out, I wasn't that big of a fan because it was too slowly for me, and because they removed Roy and Mewtwo. I picked up Marth. And Brawl. Never had a Wii. I played it always at a friend's house and like stuff like that. I remember we had a friend who he would come to our house like pretty often, and he's a Zero Suit player, really good player. And I insisted on him, like, man, you should kind of hack your Wii. We should play Project M. And he never wanted to hack it. He's like, no, like, you know, it's not gonna be the same after this time. I'm like, bro, don't worry about it. Just say, play Project M. Like, bro, there's Mewtwo, there's Lloyd. You know, like, there's all these other characters. Like, look at how cool Mario is in this game. Like, I've been playing all that kind of stuff. Mostly middle school days were the days. And then, what about you, OP? You started with 64, but what was your favorite Smash Bros?
I mean, aside from Ultimate, I will kind of always have my soft spot for Melee, just because.
Melee?
Yeah, mostly just because I had someone who I played with a lot growing up. It was kind of our game. I never owned Melee, so anytime I knew that he was coming on over, I'd always make sure that like you can go ahead and rent it, because it was just like that's what all we ever wanted to do was just like play it.
And you remember
Deprive
the old
ourselves of
event matches? I remember on the old event match there was one where you had to play as Luigi and you had to beat up Dr. Mario and a Peach dressed as a nurse. That event, like, I own Melee. I think I owned Melee twice because I was a little kid the first time I had it, and I think I gave it away or I sold it, and then I regretted it like I want to say like not even a year after, and I rebought it. Or asked for it again, and then and my parents got it. And it was funny because when I got the GameCube back in like 2005, 2006-ish. Because I remember it was for Christmas, and my mom did this whole ass ordeal. She got like a special edition Gale of Darkness GameCube.
I know which one you're talking about.
It was sick, dude. That was like my life right there for a minute. Okay, we're doing 8 characters, right? Let me not get too sidetracked. Okay, 8 characters. Pikachu's eliminated. What else do I play? Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I got my 8 characters, I guess. Go with you next. Alright. So yeah, I had Melee twice, and I remember these event matches like it was yesterday, man. Like I remember event 51, the way to cheese it was with Jigglypuff rest. Because you could rest on Bowser. Yes, because I tried with Mewtwo and the Bowser body, dude. I tried. Wait, okay, you have to.
Oh wait,
yourself twice.
Yep. I'm okay, dude.
You're good, man. We're over here.
Alright. There we
go.
Okay, now we can actually play.
Alright. So, I remember that's how they told me to beat it. Because I couldn't beat it for the longest time. That and the Luigi one, man. That Luigi one where it was, I need a doctor or something like that. It was so difficult.
It was like our team checkup supposed to hurt as much or something like that?
Yes, that one. That one, it was amazing, dude. I remember that one. I remember not being a huge fan of Pokemon, but now I kind of wish it was in this game. But I remember there was an
they made
event
the
where
statement that everything was going to be here, and yet we don't have Pokemon.
they make it, but it's never going to be the same. Ooh, nice frame. Well, I remember, I don't know, this was early YouTube days. Like, I remember we used to make like movies and CDs, right? So I would go on YouTube and download all these combo videos with like old ass AMVs.
Oh my god.
Like, it was so early YouTube. Like, you probably imagine, it's so early YouTube. And it's crazy because I had a Link one, I had a Falcon one, and I had a Marshall and all the Ken combo. And I used to want to practice all of them. I can't probably do them now. but I used to do a lot of the same combos. And man, was it fun. Never was good at that competitive level, but man, it was fun.
Oh, that's
yeah. I got catching up to do GG. I got on my stories and I lost 2 stocks. But man, it was, let me see. I remember the XD Gun of Darkness that came with the GameCube. I wanted the Mario Party one actually, because it was a bundle that came either with Smash Brothers, the Mario Party 7, and the Pokemon one. And I think I either wanted the Smash one. I can't remember, man, because it was a black one that I think was the Smash one. It was the one from Pokemon, which was gray. And I think, yeah, Mario Party was the purple one. And my mom did the impossible, got me a Pokemon one. Shout out to my mom, that was cool.
That's a good mom. That's a good mom right there.
For real. Alright, OP, you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Right. Ooh, speed of Falcon.
I think I know what I'm gonna do now. Is I'm kind of going in a little bit of chronological order of my Smash entries.
I could respect that. I went in order of who I know to use the least to the most, but that I like that already. Wait, OP, favorite character back in Melee?
Falcon, hands down Falcon, and then
I was a huge
Just
Link fan. It's just Link was slow. Link was really slow, and I could never move as fast as people make it for their videos.
yeah.
Oh no!
That's wave dash.
Damn it! Yeah, I could do wave dash with Luigi. I think
That was like the easiest to come out.
Yeah, but that was about it. I couldn't do wave dash with nobody else. Like, it was so hard.
So like Falcon was probably my favorite just because of how they just made him work. He just moved so fast. He had like beefy moves. And then for my second, I was actually a really big fan of Marth. Just because Marth and Roy were like the unorthodox stories of a different franchise that not too many people knew about. And, you know, like, I'm a story guy myself, so once I see stories, I'm like, where's this from? Who are these people? And, I mean, Nintendo kind of did it best because they brought something that, even though not too many people were familiarized with, it was kind of that gateway to that. So if it weren't for Marth and Roy's inclusion in Smash Melee, I probably would not be as big a Fire Emblem fan as I am nowadays.
I wouldn't consider myself a huge Fire Emblem fan, but I have to agree, because if it weren't for Marth and Roy, I think my brother's dad, he got Fire Emblem 8 for one of the Christmases for my brother. It wasn't even for me, it was for my brother. And he didn't like it, and I played it with him. And I ended up liking the game, and then after that, like a couple years after, I learned what emulation was and went back to Fire Emblem 7. Never played Roy's game. I'm actually wanting to do that on the channel. Hopefully one of the future things, because I have never played Roy's game, and I have heard it's so janky and broken.
Yeah.
So I'm looking to see how I could play that game where it's a little more playable. Like, I think I found something called Project Ember, which is probably what I'm gonna end up playing. And I'm excited because as a Roy fan, touching his first fight, like his actual game would be lit. And for me too, yeah, not just, you know, the first Pokemon movie impacted a lot of it. That's mostly where my Mewtwo love comes from. And the fact that Mewtwo was busted back in the day.
Oh, he was. Good catch on that episode.
This is too big.
Got to be.
But yeah, OP, I don't know how old or young were you when this happened, but I remember back in the Emerald days, that you could kind of like, there was a glitch where you could clone the Pokemon, kind of similar to what BPSP was when they first came out. And with that, I remember my whole school, dude, it was my whole middle school. We had like a whole bunch of cloned ass like Quaggas and Rachis and Mewtwo's, like everybody had the same team, and the team was stacked. Like it was like I remember you could. This was older. This was before that. Like you could connect to the N64. You could connect to the Pokemon Go, like Pokemon Go. That was cool.
Oh, I wish. Sir. I wish.
Again, no, sir. Take that? Retake that. No arrows. No knees.
Oh.
We didn't get a boost.
And you brought me all the way down to my last stock on him too.
Yeah, man. I mean, these two have to be slept on. I know the previous video, he kind of like was a little booty, but not that bad.
Oh, Mewtwo's always fun.
I love him. I love him whether I do good or terrible with the character. I just love him. Okay, so that was character number 3. I did you. And I did. Oh no, you had. No, I did you. Okay. 4, 5. Okay, so I have one more character that I have to get.
Oh, little Sora.
Yes, we're bringing Peter Pan out.
It's all good with me. To be honest, I am not too familiar with the Falcon Sora matchup. So this will be good.
It's gonna be interesting. I think Sora wins it by a lot. Not too long though, but speaking of Sora and Kingdom Hearts, OP, what is your and for the
so my first Kingdom Hearts game was Champ Memories for Game Boy Advance.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you see, I was one of
really
the
nice.
few short kids that I didn't have a PS2 up until like way later. Actually, around the time that Kingdom Hearts 2 came out. So at the time, I did have a Game Boy Advance, and I just saw that for whatever reason they just did like a weird little spin-off game, and the gameplay for the game itself was not exactly I wouldn't exactly call it ideal, but it was something to try. So it kind of was able to give me a little bit of the premise of what Kingdom Hearts was about, and then I just kind of put 2 and 2 together. Lo and behold, that's what it was. But Kingdom Hearts 2 was probably still, like, out of all the ones I played, Kingdom Hearts 2 still holds up.
I have to agree. My first experience with Kingdom Hearts, it's actually kind of weird because I knew about Kingdom Hearts from my kid brother, He learned it, I guess, from school. He played Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, and he played them a lot. He loved them. I didn't care for it. My first Kingdom Hearts was Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep on the PSP.
Oh, you played that one.
And that one was lit, dude. That is one of my favorite Kingdom Hearts. I fell in love with the series after that. I didn't understand shit that was happening, but I knew a little bit of the story thanks to my brother in Kingdom Hearts 2. I remember playing a little bit of Kingdom Hearts 2. I remember the Sephiroth after game battle. It's like a secret boss that you have to fight, and it's super, super hard. And I remember that. I remember fighting Cloud in the Coliseum, but I think that's Kingdom Hearts 1, if I remember. But yeah, I know about Kingdom Hearts because of my brother, mostly. Like, he's a huge, huge fan into the series. I would be a hypocrite if I said I was a fan. I know of it, but I'm more of a Birth by Sleep fan since that was the first Kingdom Hearts that I actually played. I played, I guess, 2 Birth by Sleep, and I played the one on DS. The one where it's like you know, where they eat ice cream at the clock tower at the end of the day, every day.
Yeah. That's 365 over like 2 days or something.
Some shit like that. It was a weird title. And
it was.
I remember that one, and those are the 3 that I played. Those are the 3 that I liked. And pretty much like when Sora was announced, I got more excited for my brother than for myself. Like, I was like, oh shit, Sora's in the game, nice. But I wanted Crash. Like, where's my furry little friend over here? I have to set up a wolf. Whoa! Dude, definitely that, I can tell you for days, I would have hooped and hollered like a little kid. I mean, I did the same shit when Kazuya was announced. When Kazuya was announced, I believe I've told you this before, too. I grew up with Tekken.
Yeah, I know that you are a big Tekken fan.
Like, my grandma used to take us to the arcade, and it was like $2, and we would change that shit into tokens, and it was 50 cents per game, and bro, it was lit. Like, it was that, Mortal Kombat, Soul Calibur. It's okay, I could have jumped into that. I probably would have too. But yeah, man, that when Kazuya was announced, I was really, really psyched. I don't know what your reaction was when he was announced. But
you know, I was actually a little bit perplexed just because of well, we had prior Mii costumes for DLC with who was it, Heihachi, right? So that right there kind of gave me the idea that, oh, there's a Tekken conclusion right there, you know? Like, what more do we need? Damn, I just threw that talk. So when I saw it, like, I didn't get the volcano reference at first.
I didn't. I thought it was Breath of the Wild 2 for some reason at first, until I heard the music. I was like, oh, that's Kazuya! I was on my way to work, and I'm over here screaming on the bus, hype as fuck with my headphones. I'm like, that's Kazuya in Smash! Tekken's in Smash! I knew immediately as soon as the music started. Like, as soon as he threw it in the volcano and the music started, I'm like, this is Tekken! This is Tekken! Man, the excitement was real.
I was pretty stoked the fact that, like, they were willing to just get a little bit more Tekken representation up in there. I actually didn't want Heihachi. To be honest, I actually don't know who I would have picked from there, but Kazuya just kind of seems like the likelier choice. And I mean, I'm just gonna say this: when you throw the King of Evil in a volcano, and then your next stance is just folding your arms over while your eye glows red and smirking, that's some king shit right there. That's king shit.
Badass shit. I personally wouldn't have imagined Kazuya in Smash just because of what you said. The Mii Fighter costume of Heihachi. But because I was secretly wanting a Tekken rep in Smash, but I wanted Yoshimitsu. I wanted the weird sword guy. That's what I wanted.
He would have been actually really cool.
Because I could imagine the helicopter thing as a recovery,
and
and then he could he could do like Ridley Downby as a suicide for himself. Like, bro, the potential was there.
yeah, he could have done like the poison cloud, like little thing that he does.
Yeah,
he could just do all kinds of like weird teleporting. Like it would have been cool.
It would have been really, really awesome. Like I personally, that's who I wanted as a Tekken rep. I cannot complain because I play Kazuya. Not in Tekken, but in Tekken I'm more of a King player and a Brian player.
King was cool. I was really big into playing Eddie Gordo. He was my favorite.
I liked Eddie, but I liked him more when I was a kid. Like, and when I grew up, I had this stigma that Eddie players, I mean, it was ignorance, but I'm gonna say it. Like, I believe that Eddie players and law players didn't know how to play because they were like mashing.
Oh, I mean, you're completely right.
But that's not necessarily true. I have met some really good Eddie players, like, growing up. And they have learned to shut me up. But when I was a kid, that was my mentality. I'm like, oh, I'm not going to play Eddie or Law because they're for scrubs. And, like, that's how I thought. I was like, it's such a bad, toxic mindset to have. Especially in a game as hard as Tekken. Because if you've played it, you know that, like, they just keep adding moves with each game, and it's just hard as hell. You know?
Yeah, when you gotta keep up with like so much of that, like, you know, they kind of keep their moveset to a traditional sense, but it, you know, after so many entries, they want to kind of like switch it on up, and it's, you know, it almost kind of feels a little bit inauthentic because then there's just new shit that you have to keep adapting to.
Yeah, that's how.
Which isn't exactly a bad.
It's not, but that's how I felt with Tekken 7 at first, because I'm more of a Tekken 3/Tekken Tag player. Like, I've played all of the Tekkens, right? The only Tekken that I didn't officially play was Tekken 1 and Tekken 2 because I was too young. As soon as I started with Tekken 3, and I started on the sticks, bro. I started in the arcades. And then they got me down on PS1, I never stopped. Like, I know my Julia combos, I know my King combos, I don't know the throws by memory because, you know, I gotta, like, exercise the muscle for that. My bad. But, man, do I have fond memories of that game. And I think it was Soul Calibur 2, where if you had, everybody talks about the GameCube version with the Link. I didn't have that. I didn't have that. I had Soul Calibur 2. Well, no. My brother's dad has Soul Calibur on the PS2, so we had Heihachi. And he was weird because he had like these weird ass gauntlets and the Tekken moveset, which I don't know. I never understood. Soul Calibur 2 was amazing. Soul Calibur 3 was my Soul Calibur. That was the one that I grinded the most time on. I loved it. And I was mostly in the arcades. Like, that's mostly where my old gaming like came from. Whenever I was in console, it was either like, you know, what my parents let me play. I like Pokemon because of the anime. Crash Bandicoot with Mario. I didn't play my first Sonic. This is how you know I'm a kid. I didn't play my first Sonic till I was in, I think it was Mega Collection and Adventure 1DX. Those were my two first Sonic games. And Mega Collection was lit. Cause like they had
Mega Collection was great.
Dude, they had the artwork and they had the comic and they had all these OG ass games and like you had to like unlock them. Man, they were great. And I remember we used to go to Blockbuster like at first to like rent a game. You had to rent them games for like a couple days and they give it back to you. And bro, fun ass times. When we had, because I remember my brother had a PS2, I had a GameCube. My brother played something, he played like the Matrix game. It was a weird Matrix game. Like only PS2 era weird ass game where, oh, GG. What? I don't remember the name of it, dude. It was with Jada Pinkett Smith and some Asian guy, and you had to choose between those two play styles. I can't remember the name.
Can't say I remember.
It was a weird Matrix game. It was a PS2 game. I think it was early PS2 at that. But yeah, man, fun ass times. Like, OP, what console you grew up on? Super Nintendo?
So I think my first one was just the regular NES. You know, like the classic Super Mario Bros. With the dual Duck Hunt cartridge.
Okay, that was nice. And Mario Bros.
And then yeah, and then I also had a Sega Saturn at the time too, so I played that janky Lion King game and the Aladdin game. Those were pretty fun, but that didn't last too long.
I've heard of those. Like I remember that they had different versions. Like the Super Nintendo was very different from the Sega Genesis version, and then they had a PS1 version at that too. I don't know, those were some very like different times, because nowadays they would not make 3 games like that. They would just port the same game to 3 different consoles.
But I will say, out of most, I'm mostly a classic N64 player.
No, I can see that. We didn't have an N64. My brother's cousin, which I consider him my cousin as well, right? He had an N64 in his house, and we played Pokemon Stadium, and that was fun. It was like every time we go to his house, I would be bugging him like, hey, let's play the N64, let's play Pokemon Stadium.
PS1, PS2 era that shit was goated. And plus the mini games that you could play too, like that kind of sold it for me.
For real, I wish that stopped. But yes, I remember there was a bowling mini game that you played with Voltorb. On, I think it was Pokemon Stadium 2.
Bowling?
Yes, it was like, not necessarily like actual bowling, but like you played with the Voltorb and you had to like, it was kind of like bowling, yeah.
I was about to say, there wasn't really much of a bowling game in that one. The one with kind of Voltorbs. There isn't actually. Unless there's like a different one.
Yeah, I must be misremembering because I swear I remember that. I could be mistaken. But I remember a couple of the mini games. I also remember this was back on the Game Boy Advance. It was really hard to play certain mini games unless you had like a big game. Like there was this Dodrio Picnic mini game. It was like a very big one. Fire Red. I don't know if you ever like got to play like games like that, Fire Red League Green.
You know, I can't say I remember that one.
Or not like that. Okay, we got our final character, and he.
Actually, you have 2 more.
I have 2 more. Okay. So.
Let's see, we did Pikachu.
No, I thought. Yeah, we did Pikachu, Byleth, Terry, Sora. That's 5.
Yeah, you went through 6 already, and Roy.
Okay.
And Mewtwo.
And so yeah, I went through. You're right. I have 2 more. I hate to see it. Okay. You're right. I can't count.
It's like once I bust out the sword, you want to throw all the swords my way.
Yeah, I have to. I made a mistake by choosing Roy for these 2. I really thought I had 2 left before. I brought out the Roy too early. But these guys already. Matter of fact, fun fact about these 2. I have never played a Xenoblade game. I just like their playstyle, and I like the fact that like they're the OG Zelda sheep. So the fact that they can switch like that is awesome to me.
Well, I will join the club because I've also never played a Xenoblade game and probably never will. Nothing against like the franchise or anything. It just doesn't interest me as much as I imagined it would. Like, I know the premise and like what it's about, but I'm just kind of like, eh.
See, I know the previous one before Xenoblade, because it's like a spin-off or like a sequel to the Xenosaga game. And like my brother, his dad used to play Xenosaga, because I know about Cosmos, which is like a robot in the, it's like an RPG. It's like an old ass RPG, like old ass at Persona. Like Persona's pretty old. That's another series where I have never heard of them. Not interested.
Ooh, nice.
Not very interested. I know you're gonna get a lot of flack. It's like one of those series where I've heard the premise, it seems cool, but it just doesn't seem like for me. And I'm not gonna be sinking hundreds and hundreds of hours in a game where I know I'm not gonna like it. Like,
right.
Like, you know, I'm not gonna torture myself for it. And I have heard about the Persona game, the synopsis of the game, and it doesn't interest me. And it's crazy because I've seen they look good, dude. At least
Oh yeah.
Persona 5 at least looks amazing.
I can tell that the games are actually like done pretty well. So I think more so it's like, especially for Persona, like I like Persona musically, just as a game where you are a high schooler doing high school things. I'm just I'm not in high school anymore, man. I don't know what to
Yeah,
tell.
I can't relate. I just can't relate. And probably at the time that I would have related, I never saw those games. So I agree. Like, actually, since I was younger, I remember growing up with a lot of Nintendo handhelds, right? Like, I had the Game Boy Advance, we had, I think, the OG Game Boy, and we had Nintendo DS. So I like a lot of fighting games.
Good old DS.
I had this one weird ass fighting game on the DS, which I call it weird, but it's probably like an okay fighting game. It was a Bleach one, and bro, in all honesty, I don't think a lot of people would get into that kind of game. It was like, have you ever played Supersonic Warriors on Game Boy Advance?
No.
Okay. So it's like a sprite-based game, but it's with Bleach characters, and they had the little Bankai thing. They had it. Basically, it was the best way to describe it. The best way to describe it, it's like a sprite-based 2D game. It's like a 2.5D game with like 2 to 4 buttons. And it was really weird to get into, but I remember playing the shit out of that game and having a lot of fun. Was it a good game? No. But definitely really fun to the point where I get bodied by a pirate.
Alright. This is your last character.
Right, and you're with a big sword. Okay, this is not a good idea. He's still coming out though.
I know who's coming.
Yeah, the audience.
The man of the hour.
The king of Iron Fist. Otherwise, he would not have been invited to Smash. Let's see how many stars I can get away with. Alright, OP, so old school Nintendo, right? You said you grew up on that. what was your favorite one that you would play like all the time, all the time, like kind of similar to like how I did with Pokemon Stadium, like stuff like that.
Hold on, real quick. So, did I lose one stock or two stock? Alright.
Right.
Alright, so, you know, I think out of most one, there was a Kirby game that was pretty similar to the one that they had for Game Boy Advance, Nightmare in Dreamland. So I played the shit out of both those ones. Those ones were real fun.
I actually do remember which one you're talking about because I played Nightmare in Dreamland. Like I remember after that for one of my Christmases, and I played the shit out of it. And then they came out with another one called Amazing Mirror. So if you played the one on NES, that's lit. Because I played the shit out of Nightmare in Dreamland. So I'm assuming Kirby's Adventure was really fun. Like, matter of fact,
N64, I'd say the game that I played most out from that, other than Smash 64, that's kind of tough to say because I had a pretty healthy rotation of a lot of games. It was literally the only console of mine that I had during the time of before GameCube came out. So if it wasn't Ocarina of Time or one like the Pokemon Stadium ones. Actually, you know what, Majora, I have some very harsh feelings about Majora's Mask. It's given me a lot to cry about as a child, but
oh, that's sad.
It's actually the one Zelda game that I never beat just because of how infuriating it was.
It was pretty hard to beat because I'm not gonna lie, I love the shit out of Majora's Mask, but I played it late. Because I never had it in Season 4. So I played it real late. Ooh, that was saucy. Oh man, I played it real late. So the fact is that I wasn't like as scared, but I remember since I grew up on, I guess, PS1, my brother's dad played Mega Man's Legends. So I remember seeing a few of that. I remember a lot of Crash, a lot of Spyro, a little bit of Ratchet and Clank. Who else? My brother liked a little raccoon called Sly Cooper.
Good old Sly Cooper.
My brother loved this shit. I remember him playing that a bit. Me not as much, but him for sure. And this map is gonna kill me. I'm alive!
Yeah, I'd say for like a good majority of these matches, we've just straight up just been getting Yoshis.
Yeah, I've seen that. Whoop. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. You see it.
GG's, Bori.
GG's. Alright, it was nice playing this. I actually have had a lot of fun, although I expected it to go a little bit longer. I'm not gonna lie, I am a little bit disappointed that I only got 15 stocks.
I'd say you held up pretty well though. Actually, no, don't. Let's see, hold on, that's 3. Yeah, but it is around there, but still not too bad though.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it because I know the difference in skill level. It was fun getting to know your play history and the fact that, you know, it's really nice coming to talk to you, reminiscing on the different eras of gaming. Because, not gonna lie, this has been a very beautiful trip down memory lane.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to ask the questions because I figure like, we're all gamers here, you know, so what better way to know gamers than where they come from? All gamers come from somewhere. Like, there's people, I've heard about this game called Legacy of Kain. I don't know anything about it, but apparently there's just like the small amount of people that do, and you know, it kind of brings light a little bit more into the games, all the different kinds of games that are out there that not everyone tends to seem to know, but there's always that one game where people are like, yeah, I played that before. That, you know, that takes me way back.
Very true. Like, for example, and I'm gonna, like, probably the comment section are gonna flame me for this, but I never played Mario Sunshine. Like, since I grew up on PlayStation, Crash Bandicoot was my first platformer. I played the first 3 Crash games to death. Like, I know them, I love them, I could probably platinum relic every fucking game. And then I wanted Crash Wrath of Cortex. Boy, did I dodge a bullet when I never got that game. Cause, like I said, my brother got a PS2, I got a GameCube, so like I think we played Enter the Dragonfly. I think we rented it, and then I ended up renting Twinsanity. Much better game. If you have not played Twinsanity, Sauce.
Nah, Twinsanity was good.
Amazing game. Very buggy, but yeah.
Let me ask you this. Actually, no, I'll tell you this because I don't think I've told you what my favorite Crash game is.
Go ahead, OP. Tell the audience.
Bash.
Really?
Crash Bash was like my Mario Party for PlayStation, and it will always hold one of the most like special places in my heart. That was like, out of all Crash games I played, I probably played that one first.
See, and I played a little bit of Crash Bash. I can't remember a lot of fond memories with it. I do remember a lot of the Crash GBA games. Like, I even played the shitty Spyro Orange and Crash Purple. Like, my brother had Spyro and I had Crash. Boy, did we have fun with those shitty ass games. But with that, thank you guys, everybody, for watching. Thank you, OP Sauce, for being here with me again, being with the audience.
Man.
Glad that we could go through this memory lane trip. Do you want to say anything to the audience before we say goodbye?
Sure. I hope you guys enjoyed the talk. I hope you guys enjoyed good old matches. And, you know, there's a game that you haven't played in a while that you missed. Go ahead and get yourself a playthrough. You deserve it.
Amen to that. Go ahead, give yourselves another playthrough. Let us know in the comments too if you want us to like go through these games, so that way you guys get the head of nostalgia. Maybe I played it before. Maybe it'll be my first time playing it. Who knows? With that, thank you guys, everybody, for watching. God bless y'all. May y'all have a beautiful day. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.